So I'm my bad, Mike was muted. I'm sure that I went over this before. I'm not sure if it was a direct video or not. So I'm gonna do this because it's quite interesting. Because I saw a thread on Threads that goes over exactly this. So I see this chick and she's in Canada, so I figured I'd just go along with it just to see what she says. Because before I even checked the profile, I immediately just sent the hello, how are you? I should probably stop. There's some weird situations. Anyway, but get to the part where she says friend and then see what happens next. That's the important part for now, and that was today. And here we have literally a thread that was recommended to me. I don't know if, well, Facebook owns them both, so maybe they're looking into your messages and then just sending you shit. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, she says, tell a man you're seeking friendship with and watch him disqualify himself from the benefits. Here's my thing with it. That's stupid. Because he quite lit. First of all, nobody, friends with benefits, that stopped being an actual literal term somewhere in the 90s. Somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it was somewhere in the 90s where that stopped being an actual thing. It immediately in the early 2000s turned into y'all just fucking and then y'all just put the term friends on it. That's what happened, right? Uh, because fun fact, when you go back and watch sitcoms and movies, it was the man saying, "Oh, I just want a friend," because they were the ones going, "Yo, I can play this one, I can play this one, I can play this one, I can play this one," and now it's flipped, and this kind of the same thing, except more so instead of men using them for sex, that still exists. But then they're like, well, now I can just we'll just use the men who are not fucking for companionship, right? So when she says they're gonna go to disqualify themselves from the benefits, ma'am, if you're ready to lose them at all, they likely were never going to get those benefits, like at all. Like there was this when Pearl had her talk show. This one, and they were talking about how chicks wait till they're like they friend zone guys and blah blah blah. And then one chick said, "Well, don't those girls and guys end up together anyway?" And her entire cast said, "Well, yeah." And then the girl said, "Well, what's the problem?" And before she even got to that point, I was like, "Why the fuck did they all say yes? Are they not paying attention to modern day?" That used to happen because there was no social media. Now that social media's been around for 20 years and everybody's been talking their shit, in this particular case, women, a lot of dudes understand where they are and who they are to the women that they are quote unquote friends with. That's why so many dudes, well, a couple dudes in this thread are like, yeah, we ain't buying that shit. It's, come on now. Now I want to go. I might come back and read hers, but I want to go into some pick and choosing some of these comments real quick. Um, this person asks, I'm not sure if it's a man or woman, but they ask, why do y'all enjoy being friends with dudes so much? It's weird you want men as gal pals. That's true in a general sense, but also we are quite literally in a period where women are so forceful about telling us, I'd rather have the bear. But there are also so many of you who want men as friends. That doesn't make sense. Friend, like you spend a long time with friends, you don't think I'm going to do some horrendous shit to you that's worse than being eaten alive? All of a sudden, funny proof that that's just some bullshit just to throw out there and play victim yet again. And this person says, I'm not sure if they're a woman or not. It looks like they're a woman. It says, not the man proving her point, disqualifying themselves like she wanted. Seems like a trend for men to not have a community when they are older in a home, yet asking what's the benefits of having a friend. Listen, you have to be actual true friends to have somebody who's going to come visit you in a home. I mean a true friend, not somebody that was just there as a texting buddy. Not somebody that was just there to kill time while you find the person you actually like. You have to be a true friend for somebody to not once, not twice, but when you're in a home and that's your home forever, you a true friend is going to be the one visiting you recurringly. That stop acting as if that's what you're going to do. Because you know, as soon as you find your actual man, it's not likely that he's going to be like, oh, she just, spends all of our traveling time. Because you know y'all want to do that, right? She spends all our time traveling instead of visiting friends and homes. How much of how stupid are we to fall for that? It's so weird. Men are the worst people, but yet you want them as friends all the time. I don't understand why. This guy says, "Look, if I want friends, I'll hang out with the boys. If I go to a girl and hear I just want to be friends, all I'm hearing is I'll want to use you financially and mentally and emotionally when it's convenient for me. And when I get a man, I'll end our friendship so to satisfy my man or husband. When men are friends, it's a completely different level of expectations than that of being friends with a woman. Also, a lot of guys who've never been properly loved, it can be confusing and misguiding. So this guy even put attached to the end something that would support, what women are saying. But you don't even need to not be loved properly to say this can be confusing, which is why it's some bullshit. Um, so let's go back to the top and see what she says because it's actually very critical telling thing. Right up under that, she responds to herself and says, "I stopped dating a year ago and instead remain open to friendship. Some of the friendships I explored became loving, romantic bonds, and some became friends with casual benefits. So now I just tell men I'm open to friendship, and their response is either to get annoyed because they want more and assume friendship can't be open ended, or they're curious and down to see where things go. The ones who get annoyed because they have a specific outcome in mind are simply not for me." So this backs up what I've said before, which is when I hit you up on Facebook Match and I ask you what you want and you tell me, oh, just friends, what you're telling me right then and there is I kind of really just want you to lounge around, and then I'll tell you, I'll let you know. But you do realize you can't just lounge around her. You actually have to actively do things for her. That's where the bullshit starts. If you want to be my genuine friend, cool. I'll hoop. I'll play PUBG. Now I play NCAA 25. Uh, what are your hobbies? What are, like, you know what I'm like? You want to come watch the game? But if you're not actively courting, taking on dates, that friend would be like, this shit ain't, nah, this ain't it. Because and I've said this before, friendships aren't a one person constantly is entertaining the other. That's not a friendship. But here we go with this shit that they keep trying and trying and trying. And another thing, you mean to tell me you want me to just lounge around you while you already are admitting you have romantic casual benefits friends? The fuck am I doing here? I don't and can't speak for all women. I am a divorced woman in her 40s with no interest in having more kids. So tossing out the dating rule book and making my own and using language that feels more aligned with what I want has been eye-opening and so much better than the framework I felt tied to for decades. Hope this helps. A lot of men in the comments revealing themselves as creeps and predators right now, blocking all and anyone engaging with them. What? Okay, haven't seen those comments. I won't try to quote unquote find them. But here's the thing: what we know, the dudes who became those casual people, you were going to do that anyway. You were gonna do that anyway. Though they probably texted you a few times, maybe invited you somewhere. No, it's a chick right now as of what is it? August 12th, I believe. Yep, August 12th. Go. It's a chick right now from right here in Detroit. She told a story about how she fucked a guy 2 weeks ago. You know what else she told Kendra? She stopped. Stop. We know she didn't stop, but she said she's on her show looking because that guy would they will only fuck when she texts him. Think about that. She had her whole rule and everything. I wait 3 dates. I wait 2 months, whichever is longest. And somehow she ended up in a situation where she was texting a dude to have sex, and he never texted her in between. Again, we know you're full of shit when you try this. Okay, I hope the other mic is switched to the other mic because my headset turned off. All right, so she's an essayist, brand writer, someone's mama. Okay, I think this is her. Okay, so 500 posts. Damn.
Folks, happy Monday and happy July 15th. I know that the 15th is a pretty common payday, and I thought that we could change.
Okay, we don't care. Oh, let's remember that thing. Picture in mirror. Picture of words. Some scenery shit. Picture of words. I don't know what that is. Selfie. Her kids. Selfie. Somebody took a picture of her. Picture of words. Mirror selfie. Somebody's taking a picture of her. Oh, mirror selfie. At a club. Picture of words. Like, we get the gist. Like, again, very, very, very typical. Now it's obvious.
And you have 5 years in the game with this person, and you guys went to premarital counseling and you did all the things, y'all could still break up. And if you do, you still have the task of raising a human being. So if you're doing it for the look or for the validation or for the social cred that you get when you have done those things, would you do it without that? Because when that goes away, all you got is you and whatever community you've built for yourself. So,
oh my God. Another one of those people that just like, no, we don't need the fathers. It's just the community of us mothers and blah, blah, blah. Like, ladies, seriously, do y'all realize, those of you who believe this, let me back up and make it clear. What it sounds like she was explaining was that new age, we don't need nuclear families. We just need the community of mothers and like in some weird ass neighborhood or a house in the woods. I gotta tell you, you do realize essentially all that's going to happen is your sons becomes your bitch. That's all that's going to happen. Why? Because if you have just a community of mothers, you're going to use the people who can do the grunt work, right? And it's going to be a default socialistic state. They go and do the grunt work, bring everything back to you. They're just going to be now working for you. And at some point, if it goes on long enough, they're going to get somebody pregnant. What's going to happen when they get somebody pregnant? They got to help take care of the kids. It's going to default to a patriarchy situation, but still in your community of mom situation. And while he's taking care of that kid, you know you're not going to let anybody else go without while he feed his. So if you do this, every son here is just going to become y'all's bitch. But I think that's what the aim is for some of you. So it looks like she set herself up to be very free flowy, to I'm not tied to anyone and everybody just like it's just my my orbit. She's creating her own orbit. All right, let's look at a few more. I'm friends with the woman right now. I'd hit her up here and there. She told me July 17th not to hit her up so frequently. I never did. I text her once a week at most. It's about to be a whole month, and I bet I won't hear from her. Won't from her. Okay. My point: women, from my experience, don't make good friends, or maybe I just need more women as friends, cause the ones I make are lame as hell. Oh, okay. Here's the thing: is it black and white for like this is the whole male and female friends now is transitioned to? It's not black and white, right? Like a chick that I work with now, she's real cool. Would I ever want to be in a relationship with her? No, she's a mom of three, and she has one of those personalities where it can flip like that. It would not work. But she's cool as hell. So would I like hang out with her somewhere? Sure. But immediately, if a relationship happens, now no matter how close y'all are, that needs to be not even on a back burner, just not even a priority anymore. It doesn't mean y'all are not friends, but it needs to be not a priority. Do you see how dumb that is if you want something more than just friendships at any point? So bullshit is what we keep calling bullshit. And he said lame as hell or women don't make good friends. It depends on what your friend is expected of you, right? Or you expect of your friends. Because if let's see here. Okay. You know what? Actually, I got a female friend from like childhood. All right. I would never call her to help me build anything. I would never call her if my car broke down. I think she has cables, but she fucking doesn't. I know she does not have cables. Like other than, like, what would I call her for? Literally to just hang out. There's not much, or maybe someone to talk to. There's not much I will call her for. So, okay, I guess, ladies, this is one of the reasons why so many dudes are against having female friends. Because outside of like comfy shit, he can't call you. So I'm gonna let y'all prove me wrong in the comment section. This guy says, what benefits other than sex? There are none. And if so, he can get it elsewhere. Women turn 21 every day. Okay, fellas, I was with him the first sentence. But we gotta stop. That doesn't even belong there. That does not belong there. Women turn 21 every day. That's not relevant there. Come on, like proper placement here. But yeah, when he said what benefits other than sex, well, it kind of sounds like that's kind of all she really did. Because are we going to have these on these dates, or are you going to, like, you know what I'm saying? As a friend. Like, unless you want to talk about, like, I guess, again, companionship. Listen, if we're going to go start getting into that territory, I want an actual relationship. I've told women before, like, I told that one chick that cussed me out from Kendra G. I told her, I don't do the in-between boyfriend-girlfriend. It's either we're fucking or we're getting in a full-fledged live-together relationship. Period. Because there's no way I'm going to let you play the... I'm obligated to you. But like that, hell, you can ghost me and then there's nothing to talk about. So I'm going to, you actually want to be here? As a spouse or my woman, I'm your man, all that, there's going to be commitment, obligation to the fullest. That's actually my version of what this lady's doing. Don't try to tie me into it, kind of. But you can actually just slip out the back door. No. So I get his point how he started off. That person said the same thing. IMO. Women are not good friends. Not all women, but obviously. But a good chunk of y'all don't know even like each other, so that's a good point, I guess. I do still remember the days where so many women would go, I don't have female friends, they're messy. When we really know that's code for you're messy and you can't be friends with anybody who's ain't trying to fuck. Like we knew that was the real thing. And this guy again asks, is that a trend on here? He says, what benefits? LOL, being an emotional financial punching bag for a woman who doesn't do anything of any benefits. Women only win in those types of friendships because ladies only spend money on themselves and or other women. I mean, I guess, ladies, if y'all want to keep doing the friend thing, you must say what you do as a friend because apparently a lot of guys don't understand what they can count on you for when it comes to quote unquote friendships. And you can't do the reverse Uno card and go, well, maybe that's just you. Because there are plenty of men who don't mind having female friends. Because that shit is so cheap. Because that card can always be played back and played back and played back and forth like a ping pong ball. It's stupid. Be an adult, answer the question. We do intentionally because we don't care about the benefits. We just, okay, what question are you answering? Because men aren't looking for friends. Go on social media if you want a friend. I said the same thing in Facebook Match. Like this is the dating part. Why are you? They literally send you suggestions on Facebook where you can go click add friend, and then inbox them and say, hey, I'm looking for a friend. You anything you like to do that we can blah blah blah. Like you can do that on like actual Facebook. But as far as like every time this subject comes up in some way or form, it's like you do have the guys that go, why be friends with women? Why be friends with women? Why be friends with women? Like, here's the thing. I myself, I haven't tried to make friends since my high school friends dropped off. I haven't tried to replace them. Now, if I wanted to start making friends, first of all, it's mainly going to be basketball for the most part. In fact, actually, a couple weeks ago, a couple of guys from basketball said, we're about to go to this Japanese place. Do you want to come? One to offer to pay. Now, I didn't say no because I didn't like them, but no way in hell am I going to go somewhere sweaty as shit. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Real quick, I don't know what's wrong with you people. We can hoop in a hot ass sun. There are people who will not sweat. But if I hoop in the cold, I will be drenched all over the place in sweat to the point where to get in my car, I change. I literally bring a change of clothes to change before I get in the car so I can go. But as you see, my whole point was if I really wanted just friends, I would just make friends through basketball. And there aren't many women there. Now, if you say, expand your blah, blah, blah. No. Because then I'm going to make friends who I just don't really... I could also go join a motorcycle gang. It's stupid. I don't know why today we put so many emphasis on making friends in adulthood. But not emphasis on having an actual relationship. Like to that chick that said visit you in the home. People, if your friends should only come into play if you outlive your spouse. And even then, if you have children, unless they hate you, they will come see you. So I don't understand this emphasis on create friends. But when people say get married, oh my God, that's not for everyone. But friends is? Even though we know people are shitty friends, even though we know some people are loners within their family, but everybody is a friend. Okay. All right. This person, I guess it's a guy, says, I actually have problems where women don't want to just be my friends. They want more. I would actually like having a friend that's a girl because they're more empathetic. Also, she can help me understand the mind of other women, which can be illogical at times. This person's full of shit. If you wanted that, you literally could get that from the women who are trying to be more than your friend. You're full of shit. Yep, we have a lot of friends already. Now, if you mention you wanted these benefits, it may be a different story. Okay, so again, as you see, men are saying, no, that should need to start in the front and not just because, like, you know, at this point, what it seems like sometimes, it seems like you're literally trying to sell like air pussy, basically. Like you're selling dudes like here's pussy for you for my friend, but it's like it's not there, it's just air. And then like you're telling them, okay, you get it. It's like okay, so basically when y'all say friends and then maybe more, what you're doing is okay, you want to purchase Gucci. That's fine. You don't have what I want, but over time we can put it in layaway and you can pay it off. That's essentially what you're telling us at this point. You're not actually giving us something, but you know men want. So you're trying to slide in the layaway pussy and is like pay on it and you'll get it later. But I worked at Macy's before, and a lot of places did away with layaway. You wanna know why? Because the employees stole the shit. They stole it. And y'all dudes who already are around y'all that's already fucking are stealing the layaway pussy. That's what's happening. And dudes ain't going for it no more. So get rid of the layaway plan. Find something else. Well, I can't say that because as you see, she's created her orbit. Some women are the same way. I say sometimes I feel that the same approach too. Sometimes I say to women, I want friendship. And they're like, nope, I wanted a relationship. A relationship still falls under that. Some hair don't realize that. No, it doesn't. You don't be stupid. You know when they say I want a relationship, they're not talking about just any relationship. You got a relationship with your mailman. Don't be an ass. I guess this is the last one. Well, the other ones are hitting. So yeah, this is the last one. This lady says, I don't get this. Then this guy says, this just tells me she has nothing sacred and she has lots of friends that she has divided attention with. Damn, this person says, I don't think anyone gives a fuck what it tells you. And he said, you did. Who the fuck is this guy? Just out here just with the cape on. So when the lady says he's going to get this person says, right, what benefit should a friend be entitled to apart from that, which is a whole different relationship? Okay, lady, you're stupid. But I didn't even pay attention to that, actually. So when they kept saying what benefits, I have assumed while reading it, immediately, I just thought sex. But when she puts benefits plural, it's like, is she trying to say there's something other than sex? Or is it just... Anyway, y'all be right, not positive. I'm out.